This is the final video in our mock IFR check ride. Check out the link here or in the description to see the rest of the videos where we got our clearance and departed Capital City Airport in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, flew a full VOR approach with mist and hold, did some maneuvers, and then shot the ILS into Harrisburg International. Now, we've requested vectors for the RNAV 26 back into Capital City with a circle to land on runway 12. The controller has assigned us a 080 heading at 2,300 feet. Let's go to the flight plan page and go direct to KCXY, Capital City. Let's choose the approach, RNAV 26, with Kurna as our transition point. We'll switch off of VLOC mode by pressing the CDI button and going into GPS mode. Let's set the inbound course for the approach, 262 degrees. Let's set the ATIS for Capital City, 134.95. We'll say information mic is still current. Next, we'll put tower into COM1 standby, 119.5. And we can put ground into COM2, 121.9. We're getting vectors, so let's activate the leg on the final approach course. On the flight plan page, we'll scroll to DAPNE, hit menu, and enter. We're on an LPV approach, which we can confirm with the enunciation on the 530. We're going to intercept the glide slope at 2,300 feet, follow the guidance down to the circling minimum descent altitude of 1460, so 1,500 to be safe. The circle will likely involve us breaking off the approach to the north to the right to enter a downwind for runway 12. The mist is to make a straight out climb to 3,100 feet, direct to Lotke, then turn right on track 020 to Wapco, then track 117 to Kurna, and hold. Runway 12 is about 3,800 feet long. We'll let approach know we've got the ATIS. Approach November 518 Foxtrot Tango has information mic at Capital City. November 8 Foxtrot Tango, roger, turn left heading 350. Left heading 350, 8 Foxtrot Tango. Just as we dip into the turn, the DPE covers up our AI and DG. We've lost our vacuum system. And since the heading bug works off the DG, we'll turn the autopilot off as well. The approach is now partial panel, and we're referencing the other instruments and the track on the GPS to compensate. November 8 Foxtrot Tango, you're 2 miles from Kurna, turn left heading 290, maintain 2,300 until established, cleared RNAV 26 approach, circle to land runway 12. Left heading 290, 2,300 until established, cleared RNAV 26, circle to land runway 12, Cessna 8 Foxtrot Tango. We turn inbound referencing our turn coordinator for the standard rate and the GPS track, and course deviation indicator on both the bottom of the GPS and the VOR dial. We've got the needle centered and can fly our approach course of 262 degrees. When the glide slope needle comes towards center, we'll start configuring for the approach, bringing power back and flaps in, completing the rest of the pre-landing checks. November 8 Foxtrot Tango, contact Capital City Tower. Contact Tower 8 Foxtrot Tango. Capital City Tower, Skyhawk 518 Foxtrot Tango, RNAV 26. November 518 Foxtrot Tango, Capital City Tower, circle north of the field, runway 12, clear to land. Circle to the north, runway 12, clear to land, 518 Foxtrot Tango. It's a real challenge keeping the needle centered without the use of the AI and DG, but you're relying heavily on the GPS track and course information, and ForeFlight can assist too. We level off at 1,500 feet above the circling MDA of 1460. No word from the DPE yet, so we keep flying inbound. Finally, the DPE says, my controls, tells you to take the hood off. Do you have the runway in sight, the DPE asks, and when you say you do, you take the controls back and prepare to break off for the circle. The key to a circling approach is to remain at your altitude until a landing can be made and to stay close enough to the runway that you never lose sight of it. If you do, you're to go mist immediately. We won't see the runway in our view out the front like this, but from the cockpit, we would of course be able to keep track of it through our side windows while on downwind and base. We keep the turns a bit tighter to stay within a good protected area and bring it down for a landing on runway 12. We're exhausted, so we're just going to keep the landing roll going all the way to the end, where we'll exit left and get instructions back to the hangar, which we'll leave off here. After we taxi back, complete our after landing checks and shut down, we do a good thorough post-flight, and the DPE shakes our hand. We've just passed the instrument check ride. Like I said at the beginning of the first video in this series, this was probably a more challenging check ride than most people get in real life, especially given how heavily we worked with VORs. But every DPE is different. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what to expect so that you're not too nervous about the process. If you're doing these tasks well in training, there's no reason you won't ace your check ride. Have a look at the entire IFR Checkride series at the link or in the description to go see the full flight series. And check out all our ground schools on the website too. See you next time.